The attack occurred here in the Foothills Parkway area. The two boys were playing in the creek when they were circled by coyotes. One of the water supply's tips is to not start watering your lawn too early in the season. Instead, try hand watering plants and trees as needed. Community members can go through and fill out the issues that they think are most pressing. One can of Coke has the equivalent of 10 teaspoons of sugar in it. That's already 4 teaspoons more than the American Heart Association recommends for women to have in a day. And consuming too much sugar can increase your chance of getting heart disease.
Though they are seen celebrating here, daily life on campus is often a struggle for many Chinese students. According to the Journal of International and Intercultural Communication, 1 in 3 foreign students have no close American friends. And students from Asia report fewer friendships and more dissatisfaction than others. One major factor, the language barrier.
Oh yeah, well, I never participate in class because I'm afraid that I'm just say something wrong or something funny just make people laugh. So I'm kind of never participate in class.
Yanzheng Kao, who also goes by Lily, is a business major and dance enthusiast.
And I think here university is really intense. I'm just kind of overwhelmed sometimes because of my English is my second language, and also there's some courses that's kind of challenging.
Lily's experience is a common one for Chinese students on U.S. campuses.
Though we had been learning English for 10 years before I came here, but there are definitely some difficulties when you encounter after you arrived here. And what's amazing is that you kind of felt like what you had learned was kind of, not quite right.
Even the food can be a bit of an adjustment.
Well, American Chinese food, that is not really good, yeah.
But there are resources available to those students missing home.
It's a very good organization to organize the Chinese students and scholars together so that they kind of have a feeling of home, especially in this time of the year, because every people in the China go back to the family and stay the family to celebrate the new year. So this is by organizing these kind of events, we provide the Chinese overseas kind of home feeling event.
And today we were kind of setting up the Chinese New Year event, and I really enjoyed it. Just a lot of friends.
I'm standing backstage here at the Chinese New Year Gala. Every year, the Chinese Students and Scholars Association tries to make the event bigger and better by bringing in new acts varying from students to professionals. This is just one of the ways the CSSA tries to make Chinese students feel at home during their time at CU.
This year's celebration brought about 800 people. Some people got to see and experience a new culture, while for others it gave them a little piece of home. I'm Morgan Meyer, News Team Boulder. Growing up gay wasn't always easy for Daniel Leonard.
I don't want to say being gay was not okay, but I was a sissy boy, and growing up, my family reinforced that there was a way for a man to act and to be, that dressing up like a princess was not okay. And so when I came out, that was hard.
He was 17 when he first came out to his mother and family.
The first question she asked me was, "Are you happy?" As we were driving to the orthodontist, she's like, "Well, are you happy?" And I said, "Yeah." And that was kind of just all that needed to happen. And she said, "When you do realize you have to hold to the same ethical beliefs, and you're still you, right?" And I said, "Yeah."
Now, at the age of 21, this theater major and CU Presents employee doesn't think being gay is a big deal. Daniel hopes to one day be able to marry whoever he chooses, and the civil unions bill may be a step in this direction. But as far as Daniel is concerned, it doesn't go far enough.
It isn't equal. The proponents for civil marriage, for civil unions, they say it's equal and it's just, but it simply isn't. And Colorado's a really good case because in Colorado, in order to make the civil unions legal, the proponents had to prove that it was unequal to marriage.
But CU's GLBTQ Center is in full support.
So we're definitely, in support of civil unions, and we invited students and staff to come and hear One Colorado come speak about the civil unions bill, and it was just interesting to stir that talk within campus.
The next step for the bill is to go to Governor Hickenlooper's desk, but he has already publicly announced that he plans to sign the bill into law. After that, it will go into effect starting on May 1st.
Some of the rights that civil unions do not provide are that they do not offer the same spousal protections like Social Security, veterans benefits, and immigration rights. Also, civil unions that will be legal and binding here in Colorado will not be recognized in many other states. Daniel is frustrated that many of his straight friends have praised the bill as a step forward.
What are you talking about? You're married. You have full benefits. You don't have to, you don't have to worry about crossing a state line and what that's going to mean for your partner.
But he has high hopes for the Supreme Court case that could repeal Prop 8.
In America, we pass laws to end inequality. We pass laws to enforce the rights of people.
The Supreme Court is scheduled to hear the case later this month. Morgan Meyer, News Team, Boulder.
So Max, after the arrests were made, did things calm down or was the scene still a bit chaotic? A man was apprehended in the parking lot of NCAR yesterday after causing a string of accidents. The suspect, Adam Manlove, stole 4 cars yesterday, including a tow truck, and was involved in crashes all over the Denver metro area. Several victims were hospitalized, and police have offered no motive for the thefts. The bill passed with both Democratic and Republican support. The company is family, and Katie Cross went behind the scenes to look at what family is all about.